Hello there and welcome to my playthrough of the 2018 Harebrained Schemes BattleTech game. Today I'm going to be tackling part 2 of the Flashpoint campaign. So, this is a mission that spawns about a month after we've done the previous mission, part 1. And it's a lead that Darius has got that we kind of got some text about, but it's basically just talks about his lead. And then we make our way here to Independence to do this mission, and hopefully we are going to find the Dobrev, which is the the big SLDF ship that we're currently on the hunt for. So let's just go through the details here. So it's a 2.5 skull mission, so pretty easy, I'd imagine. It's long engagement, so this could be upwards of 4 drops. There are no consecutive deployments. The bonus reward is rare items, and the tonnage requirements, they're non-existent, so we can take whatever tonnage we want. And the copy for this reads, "This is exciting, Commander, our first real lead in the hunt for the Dobrev. If we find that derelict, we may find the answer to the single greatest mystery of our age." So, let's go ahead and begin. I'm not going to give any recap here because, obviously, if you want to know what happened in part 1, go and watch part 1. It's probably the best thing to do. So I'm just going to get right into this. It is a long one, so I'll try and kind of expedite it through. Okay, people, the Bauman Group's distribution centre is smack dab in the centre of an uninhabited jungle in Independence's equatorial green belt. We're going to fight our way to the distribution centre, find out what they've where they've taken the Dobrev, and liberate as much exotic contraband as the Leopard can carry. Okay? It can't be that easy. It never is. Indeed, yeah. It won't be. The Bauman Group has a particularly well-armed cavalry lance patrolling just outside of our projected AO. If we attack the distribution centre before we deal with them, they'll have plenty of time to circle around and outflank us. Sounds like something to avoid. It is, and that's why we're going to play this one safe. Rather than mounting a direct assault on the facility, I'm setting our mech warriors down on the outer edge of the Bauman Group's territory. If the intel that Darius contacts gave us checks out, we'll catch the Opfor's cavalry lance with its pants down. And if it doesn't check out, that'll tell us something too. Works for me, Dr. Murad. Have you brought the Mother Bear back online yet? 2 steps of you, Commander. I'll put it on the view screen. So this is the AI that was like protecting or trying to kind of guide the Dobrev. Or I'm getting that name wrong, aren't I? Constantly going to missay that now. Anyway, let's continue. Commander Durant, I have been informed of your impending combat drop. When you've taken the Bauman Group's distribution centre, please send word to engineering. Dr. Murad and I will stand ready to analyse any and all data that you recover. Alternatively, you could, I don't know, maybe help us out. I mean, we didn't haul your combat drones all the way out here for nothing. If your lance requires assistance, I will of course provide it. A word of caution, however, my combat drones are a limited resource. When they are damaged or destroyed, I have no way of replacing them. We won't either because it's SLDF tech, so it's going to be a difficult ask for our techs to actually fix. And nobody aboard the ship has specialised. There we are. Just said what I've said. Nobody aboard the ship has the specialised knowledge required to repair an SLDF combat drone, including me. Those functions were governed by dedicated systems aboard my orbital platform. And you're not on your platform anymore. Wonderful. Mama Bear is right, Maya. We should keep the drones in reserve until we actually find the Dobrev. I get the feeling we're going to need them. Agreed, and besides, the 50 grand that we blew on bribes should make this deployment a cakewalk. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's get down there, Lemuel. The sooner we engage the enemy, the more time we'll have to hit the distribution centre. Right, this all seems pretty simple then. So we have got today a battle? Yes, it's a battle in the lowlands, 2.5 skulls. Should be relatively straightforward, this one. So I'm just going to clear all the mech bases so I can talk about who and what we will be taking today. 2.5 skulls, so really don't need to kind of go too much overkill on this one. Think I will bring the Grasshopper and we will put Talon in the Grasshopper. We'll bring a bit of an insurance policy. I will bring the Awesome and we'll put Bear in the Awesome. I will bring... bring the Orion. Why not? Put Darkstar in the Orion. And then finally I will bring... I'm going to bring the Enforcer today. Good old Lucy. We're not bringing the Highlander, so we'll bring a Gauss rifle or field a Gauss rifle. And I will put Vortex, I think, in the Enforcer today. So this should be relatively straightforward as missions go. I think we're just trying to kind of do a bit of a decoy. Sorry, there's a bird sat right outside my window. It's like almost pecking on the window. So just if I look over there, I'm getting distracted by flapping wings. Don't look. Concentrate on BattleTech. Right. So, yeah, I think this is just like basically goading them, isn't it? So we can then like get into the SLDF base. Get into the base and hopefully fill our boots with SLDF equipment. So all nice and simple and straightforward and very, very BattleTech. It's all about the lost tech. That's what most people care about, especially in this era. It's kind of on a interesting note, just while this is loading up, obviously all the equipment that we find here is kind of like peppered throughout, or that we might find, is peppered throughout the inner sphere. And at this time as well, there is like a big push to get like lost tech equipment back. So just off the top of my head, I believe that the Fed Sons actually reintroduced the double heat sink in the early 3020s, I think. That's just purely off the top of my head, so I could be completely wrong there. And every kind of inner sphere power over like between 3020 and 3045 have some kind of like technological achievement. For instance, I think like the Free Worlds League reintroduced Artemis, that kind of thing. So it's peppered around, but it's rare. And even if they've brought it back, it's really expensive. So if you ever get on one of these like hunts for equipment, or for SLDF equipment, it's like a major storyline in BattleTech usually. So anyway, according to our intel, the Bauman Group's cavalry lance should be patrolling through this AO. Get in there, hit them hard and wipe them out. When the cavalry lance is on ice, you'll be cleared to advance on Bauman's distribution centre. Better move fast. I just intercepted a communication aimed at Notka Bauman's jump ship. Apparently the distribution centre is under attack. Yeah, that's confirmed. I'm picking up signs of explosions and laser fire. So much for our cautious approach. Can you get us over there now, Maya? Can't risk it. The AO's too hot. You're just going to have to find a way to deal with the problem before moving on to the next. We've looked, the Op4's hired guns, and whoever these new people are will soften one another before we get there. Right, so let's just sprint everyone up here to see if we get anything on sensors. And we can. We've got a vehicle, 60 tonner. Always wary of 60 tonners because that's the SRM carrier. That's that tonnage. Commander, we're getting an incoming transmission from an unknown dropship. It isn't one of Bauman's, so it must belong to whoever's hitting the distribution centre. Oh dear. What is it, Maya? The Bounty Hunter, as in the Bounty Hunter. The one with the Holovid show and the action figures and the quadruple digit kill count. I'm putting him through. This guy, there's a lot of debate over who this is. And it kind of changes over time. He's basically like a very enigmatic figure. He's wearing green, which is correct. It's definitely green is something I associate with the Bounty Hunter. Commander Durant of Dusk Hunters, we've never spoken before, but I trust you know who you're talking to. We know who you are, Bounty Hunter. I doubt there's a mech warrior alive who doesn't. If you don't mind me asking, what the hell are you doing here? The same thing you are, only faster and better. My crew is packing up the Bauman's group inventory as we speak. Thanks for the heads up, I guess. It was more a friendly warning. You're going to want to stay away from the distribution centre until we finish clearing it out. Matter of fact, it'd work best for you if you just withdraw from combat right now. I'll give you a few minutes to decide. He's off the line. We just got threatened by a celebrity. The man's a living legend, for God's sake. So, are we withdrawing? If we turn tail and run, the bounty hunter will probably shoot us in the backside on our way out of the door. The man has a reputation. Even if he doesn't, the hit on our reputation will be enormous. Imagine us running away on the highlight reel of the next season of Bounty Hunters. You think anyone want tires after that? I like that. It's got a TV show that's actually named. That's like a real show, isn't it? Is it like Dog the Bounty Hunter or something? So it's like that's BattleTech's equivalent, like 1,000 years from now. On the other hand, if we fight him and win, we'll be famous. We could jack up our rates. Hell with it. He's pushing forward. If the bounty hunter wants a piece of us, we'll give it to him. Let's see how good this guy really is. It's probably not the bounty hunter himself, though. He's probably just like dropped a lance of his lackeys. I think we're a little bit below his pay grade, to be honest. And it's an Inferno carrier there, so let's take that out. There we go. Don't fancy getting heated up, even if we are just in the Highlands today. Enforcer, Snap, a Crab. And I can't see anything else on sensors. There's presumably another mech or vehicle somewhere. I'm guessing as well, when the bounty hunter lands, he's no doubt going to attack these guys because he's just attacked their base, right? So, I don't think he's going to have any love for them. Oof, that was brutal. Destroyed the left arm and left torso there of the crab. Yeah, just taking out an L laser. Should be able to finish this guy off, I think. Just jump in and take him down with good old bouncer. Oh, or not. Thought that would have been enough. Well, mind you, I think we got most of the... Yeah, I'm going to say, I think it looked like the UAC weapon hit the leg there, so the centre torso's still got pretty decent levels of armour. Should knock this guy over now with 2 snub PPCs. Still out there, Durant, that's a shame. I was hoping you'd listen to basic instructions. Yeah, I bet you were. Sorry to disappoint. Hey, I'm sorry too. I was hoping I would have to order my associates, there you go, to reduce you to your component materials. Unfortunately, you've taken that decision out of my hands. God's commander, we have company. What's there? Can we see that? I can see a Centurion. I can see a Blackjack. I think I can see another Enforcer. I'm not sure what the big one is at the back there. Could be a Trebuchet or a Kintaro. Difficult to say at this range. If by some miracle you manage to survive what's coming, you will survive. Feel free to drop me a line. Otherwise, this is goodbye, Commander. Do a better job of picking your battles in the next life. I think they're going to go for the Baugman group, whatever they're called here, the Bauman's group. So all we need to do really is, well, we'll finish off that crab, because why not? And apart from that, I'm just going to sit and sink my heat, because that Enforcer's no threat to me when I'm in the trees. Ah, yeah, that's exactly what they do. I think that might be the Bauman mech there. So he's going to get absolutely wrecked. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought would happen. I just let those two battle it out. What I'll do is I think we'll move to... Ooh, get the camera right here. I think we'll move over here. Or maybe over here? No, we'll go over here, because then we can just see what they do. Let them tear lumps out of each other. And then we'll just sink some heat while I'm doing that. Nothing really to worry about here, though. That lance that the bounty hunter dropped did not look very good. Well, it was a fine lance, but a very light medium lance, and we've got a couple of heavies on show here. Yep, they really are tearing lumps out of each other here. Oh, that was a 20-ton mech. That's probably the Baugman mech then, is it? I'd imagine. Yeah, it must be, because looks like there are several mechs attacking it. So that's the bounty hunter's mob there. Oh, no, actually. No, it isn't. The 20-ton must be... Yeah, do you know, I'm just going to stop talking until we see these, because I just can't tell, really. It's just the Enforcer attacked the 20-ton mech there. Anyway, again, I'm just going to sprint everyone up here, see what we can see, actually. So we've got a Centurion there, Blackjack, Enforcer. Right. And I think we'll actually send him down here. He can do some outflanking on the next couple of turns. Yep, that is very much a... Oh, I get. Sorry, it's the Centurion that's the Bauman one. Okay, okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, look, that's really, really nice. Look at that colour scheme; it's beautiful. Actually, that is very much a bounty hunter colour scheme. That like green with like the how do we call it, jade piping? Whatever you want to say. Love that colour scheme actually. It's really, really nice. So I'm actually going to attack the bounty hunter here because he's the big threat really. Oh, we straight shotted the Centurion there. Not that it matters. And the Centurion is, oh god, attacked a grasshopper who's absolutely a long way away in the trees, and has still got his back turned to all the enemy. That's how not to do tactics in BattleTech. 101 right there. Oh, I love the look of that scheme. It's gorgeous. That like very, very dark green, and then like the light jade piping. Very, very nice. Got 3 enforcers on the field today.
Commander.
Right, let's just hit this blackjack. Very good. Just keep smashing into his... I was going to, you know, go the other way around here, but I've just got nothing really to worry about here, so we might as well just lay into them. There goes the blackjack, and Bear now in the awesome should do some pretty horrendous damage. Little flea there, let's do a multi-strike, try and take him out of action. Let's just do that. Oh, overkill there, probably should have checked his armour rate, or his structure rate, sorry. Oh, wow. That's the awesome there, rolling double sixes. I do try to keep it competitive with the lances that I bring, but I've been stung so many times in this game by what is a very, very odd like difficulty rating system. I always feel like I've got to bring like an insurance policy, otherwise something could go pretty badly wrong, and I'm in Ironman mode. So I keep having to remind myself of that. When I'm like, yeah, I'll just bring the medium mechs, I'm like, yeah, but this could go really, really wrong. But yeah, I mean, I probably could stand to be slightly more like liberal with my like loadouts though, because like in this, it's just no threat at all, really. Especially when I'm bringing like I maybe should think of it like I am bringing a lot of Lost Tech equipment. So when I've got like basically I've got dozens of like UAC double pluses and Gauss rifle pluses and you know all kinds of madness. Shame to destroy such wonderful looking mechs there. Definitely the nicest colour scheme I think I've seen in this game. Actually, I think we can put most into the Enforcer here. There goes his big gun and his leg. The Centurion is still holding out. Hanging on for dear life there. There's nothing really to hurt me now. I think I've taken out all the big guns of all these mechs. Boom. It's like what they've been bringing here is like a very solid early game lance, but at this point in the game, not really going to cut it. Let's just do this. Oh, nice. We got the pilot incapacitated there because we destroyed the side torso, which is an automatic like wound to a mech warrior. This should be enough for the Enforcer. There he goes. Ooh, beautiful laser spam there.
One left target.
Right, that's the last of them, Commander. The AO is clear. Gods be praised. Banging knuckles with a bounty hunter isn't my idea of a good time. And here he is. I hear you just handed my friends a regulation butt kicking. Suppose I should thank you for that. It'll give me something new to rib 'em about at our celebration party. From where I'm standing, you don't have a whole lot to celebrate. The hold full of contraband we just lifted says otherwise. I'd be happy to chat about it after we're back in orbit. Drop me a line, Durant. I'll be waiting. Right. Well, we're getting into a program with the bounty hunter here by the looks of it. So he's the first interesting character that appears. No payout there, obviously, because we are working for ourselves on this one. There's no client. That was a real cakewalk. We barely took any damage, actually. Everyone got a kill as well, which is great. It's the bounty hunter, and he's not bringing any fancy electrical equipment. How disappointing. And look at that, 6 points of salvage. Though that actually does make a lot of sense, because we've not got a client, so we don't have to share it with anyone. I'm just going to load up on mech parts here, and so we can sell them. That's probably the best option. The crab, take the Enforcer, take a bit of a Centurion. Yeah, very good. I think we got every single mech part there. So that's probably about like 400,000 C-bills or something, I'd imagine. Maybe more, maybe quite a bit more than that, actually. I think for medium mechs, I haven't sold a medium mech in ages. I think you don't get a. It's not like an assault, you get like 200,000 for it, but you might be like 80,000 C-bills for one part of them. Anyway, I've got to admit, Durant, I underestimated you badly. If we're ever in conflict with one another again, I won't send you my second stringers to chew on. I'm going to come for you myself. What happened down there was just business, Bounty Hunter. There's no reason for any animosity between our companies. I'm glad you see it that way. Matter of fact, I've got a drop shuttle on the way to your location right now. I realise that your company got short end of the stick in this situation, so I've got a little peace offering for you. Sort of a consolidation prize for the losing side. I'll tell you where you can put your consolidation prize. Oh, come on now, Durant. My crew pulled this junk from Bauman's scrap heap just for you. I figured your pal Viturnium would want to look it over. From what my mech techs tell me, it's unique, unlike anything they've seen before. Sure, yeah, that sounds interesting, but I'm more interested in why you're sending it our way. Is it just me, or does this strike anyone else as really, really suspicious? Like, there must be a catch here, level suspicious. There's no catch, it's just a jumble of scrap, 2 damage to resell. Besides, I don't have the space for it. My crew has already scooped up as much exotic contraband as our dropship can carry. Look, do you want this rubbish or not? I'd rather see it go to a worthy mech warrior than just stay in the hands of some ivory towel idiot. But if you're feeling angsty, I guess I could just have my people toss it in a ditch. Oh, I think I didn't read my reply there. Presumably we said we'd take it. Good. I want us to part ways on decent terms. Never know who you're going to get paired up with on a future gig. Catch you further down the line, Commander. It's a small galaxy after all. Right. Yeah, what a schmuck. I mean, yeah, he gave us a crate of junk as a parting gift, but every damned word that came out of his mouth sounded like a veiled threat. That junk came from the Dobrev. That makes it potential lead. The commander's right. There could be clues in that crate, evidence that will lead us to whatever Notka Bauman took on the Dobrev. I shouldn't have to remind everyone how important it is that we find that ship. You don't have to, Doc. Look, I'm suspicious of the bounty hunter's motives, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited. The scrap came from the Dobrev, a ship we've already established to be full of sunshine and unicorns. Hell, I'd be surprised if my mech techs weren't sifting through it already. Whatever answers are in that crate, you'll get them, and I'll bring them to you as soon as I can. Just try not to get your hopes up, okay? Don't worry about us. Just focus on the task at hand. None of us are likely to forget the bounty hunter is a nightmare of a person. While we're waiting on the chief's reports, we should probably complete a few contracts to keep the flash... Is that it? Have we done it? I thought this was a long one. Or maybe it said it was long because we thought it would be long, but then the bounty hunter came and wrecked it. So this might actually be a very short one today. We'll reconvene when we get the news about our crate, whatever that news means. Yeah, that's it. Wow, that's the shortest episode ever. So is this the junk that he said? It's not the junk, is it? We're waiting for... I don't know where this stuff comes from, actually. But it's not great. SRM4 double plus is alright. L laser double plus okay. SRM6 double plus is good. Random, like, standard heat bank, I've got like 20 of those. L laser double plus, M laser plus, and a part of a Kintaro. Oh no, sorry, it's actually a Kintaro, one full Kintaro, which is great, but we've already got one. It's the same version as well. I'll just put that into storage for now. Right, well that was ludicrously easy. Let's leave it there, I think. And it's only quite early today, so I'm actually going to try and finish the game over the course of today. So expect to see me again in this same t-shirt very shortly, doing the third part of this mission, which will hopefully be a lot longer than that one. Although I can't say that wasn't interesting, because obviously we have got the bounty hunter in the in the confines of this narrative story, so that will make it quite interesting. Anyway, I'll leave it on that note, and I'll thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you again next time.